Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Math and Silly Hats. Today we're going to be translating a phrase into a one-step expression. Let's get into it.
Outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go.
All right, here we are in ALEKS, and we're asked to translate this phrase into an algebraic expression. It's going to be simply one step, so there's only going to be one operation we're worried about. Now, if we're unfamiliar with the terminology or the vocabulary that goes along with translating phrases into mathematical expressions, what we can do is look at the explanation. And it tells us it's helpful to look for the following keywords. And it gives us a list of keywords that would indicate the four basic operations we'll be using. So an example here is translating the product of 2 and y. Well, product we look for, and we see product here. Product means we're going to be multiplying 2 and y. So we translate that into 2 times y. So the product of 2 and y becomes 2 times y. What I'm going to ask you to do is let's pull up our snipping tool. You could be using a screen capture on your Chromebook. I'm going to take a screenshot of just this part of the screen, and I'm going to go over to whiteboard.fi where I'll paste that. I'm going to be referring to this later. Let's make it nice and big since this is pretty much all we'll need today. And I'll be jumping back and forth between this and my ALEKS example to be able to use this as a guide to translate each of those phrases. So let's look at a problem and do it on our own now. Our example asks us to find the quotient of y and 5. If we look back at our table, which I'll have right here, but you can just Alt-Tab over to whiteboard.fi and come back, such as this. I'm going to inlay my translation table here, but as long as you have whiteboard.fi and ALEKS open in 2 separate windows, you can easily hold the Alt and press the Tab key to switch between the two, like this. So we can see that quotient implies division. So this will be simply y divided by 5. Here, 6 more than x, more than implies addition. So we're going to be adding x to 6 or 6 to x. Addition is commutative, so the order isn't important. Either way, we're going to be adding 6 and x. The sum of 4 and c, sum also implies addition, so here 4 plus c. Now if we look at our table, it'll show us that twice implies multiplication, but of course by 2, that's implied by the twice. So 2 times w. The product of 6 and b. The phrase product also implies multiplication, so this will simply be 6 times b. All right, here's one people get hung up on, the difference of 8 and x. Because the difference implies subtraction, the order is important since subtraction, the order matters. 4 minus 2 is not the same as 2 minus 4. So here, our first number we see is going to be the number we write first, and we're going to be subtracting the second number from it. So here, 8 minus x. Hopefully this has been helpful, and now you can translate these phrases on your own into one-step expressions. Have a great day, everybody, and happy holidays. Bye-bye!